He says if you patch some new clothes, if you patch new clothes and you try to repair an old garment with a new patch, and the new patch tries to shrink when it's washed, the old garment will not shrink because it has already shrunk, and the new patch will tear away from the old garment. You do not go to the store, buy a new outfit, and then go in your drawer and pull out an old outfit and cut a piece of it off and then attach it to your new outfit. Not only would you probably look stupid, but then when you go to get it clean, because the old is worn, the new will try to stretch. And the moment you wash it or clean it, it's going to tear apart. Give us revelation today, Lord. So you cannot take something new and place it on something old. First, because it does not make sense. Second, because it will not work. Let me give you some history. See, in Jesus' time, wine was stored not in a bottle, but in a wine skin. It was stored in a wine skin, and wine skins were actually sheep and goats that had been killed. But their skin, because it was once alive, it had the ability to preserve and contain what is alive, because wine in its fermented state is alive and is active. And what's happening in the activation process is that it is processing gas, and gas is coming off. But because it's alive, because the skins were once alive, they can handle the combustion of what's taking place because they have the capacity like skin to stretch. And so when the gases start taking place in the new wineskins, then what happens is the wineskins start to expand. So when the wineskins start to expand because it can handle what's alive, then the wineskins were elastic enough to take the pressure that was handled by the combustion that's been happening. Old wineskins had no room to expand because they had already expanded and served their purpose. And no matter what you try to put in it, it had already done what it was going to do. Some of y'all in this room, no matter what God try to do in your life, you ain't ready to move, you ain't ready to budge, and you ain't going to do no more than you've already done. He says, you can't get something new out of something old, because what's old is hard. It's not alive anymore. And Jesus is saying something that's so shocking, because he's sitting here, he looking him in the face, and I'm like, I scratched my head when I read this and I studied. I was like, man, God, what you saying? You saying something that if I say this out loud on Sunday, I can get something started. Like you about to get something started, because this is a shocking truth. Because he says old skins will not work because they've already been stretched and they have no longer elasticity in them. Therefore, if you want to experience some new, you got to get something new to put the new in, because you can't get something new out of something old. Let's just say wine in the New Testament represent, y'all okay? Wine in the New Testament represents a lot of stuff. It represents the Spirit of God, represents whatever. That's for this practical purpose. Wine represents new information, new ideas, new intellect. Everybody say that. New information, new ideas, new intellect. All right? Let's say wine represents new information, new ideas, new intellect. Different mind, different mind. Let's say that the skin represents parameters and behavioral process. So, if I want to have new ideas, new information, new intellect, can I put it in old parameters and old behavioral process and expect to get new results? But we do all the time. We get a revelation from God, shout, run, dance, speak in tongues, read the word, and then we leave church and try to put it in old behaviors, old parameters, and old process. And then we mad at God but God, it's not manifested, but God says, I gave you new ideas. new intellect, and new information. But instead of you letting the new ideas, new information, and new intellect make you new, what you did was you took the new and you tried to shove it in the old, and you tried to make something new out of something old.